Feel it good?
Yeah.
Hello, I've just finished a photo shoot with Harriet, hence the big smile, and it's been really nice to catch up because we've not shot for over a year, so it's been an amazing day. In terms of cameras, today I was using the new Lumix GH5 and my most used camera, the Leica CL. I was trying to do a comparison more for myself just to see how the two cameras compare. So to give the Lumix more of a fair test, I used a adapter and then mounted Leica M mount lenses onto both cameras. So this is a Leica CL, but I use adapters to use M mount lenses. So I was using fast lenses on both cameras, switching them around. I was using the Voigtlander 35mm f1.2 and the Leica Summilux 50mm f1.4 mostly. I use some other lenses too, Noctilux 50 f1 and Leica Summicron 90mm f2, just to mix it up a bit. So shooting both cameras side by side. I also shot with my Leica M6 just for a few photos, and I just wanted to see how the pictures compared. And I also shot some short video clips with the GH5, and Harriet also borrowed a camera taking photos of me, taking photos of her. So I'll be able to share some how I looked using the camera of her, and then video footage of me doing what I do. I had the Nikon D800, which is what I'm videoing at the moment because I'm holding the Lumix. I used the Nikon D800 for some behind the scenes video footage on a fixed lens, so hopefully there'll be some of it in focus that I can use to share with you. And I was also using a GoPro at the start until the batteries died for some more behind the scenes footage. So we shot for 5 hours. So there should be hopefully some behind the scenes little clips and photos I can pair together to show you what I do and how I created each picture. I was relying heavily on lights to make the photos today. I'm just working in my house, so I was just trying to get creative with the lighting. And normally I shoot in black and whites, so today I thought I'd shoot in colour to mix it up a bit, and to see how the Lumix GH5 does with colour pictures. So yeah, I'm excited now to check the computer and see how it looks. So yeah, coming soon. Thanks for watching, and if you like these types of videos, leave a comment below, and I'll try and do some more. I'd share 10 times more videos than I'm currently sharing, but it takes me so long to edit that I'm just so time limited. So more videos coming soon, as fast as I can learn how to edit quicker. So yeah, I need to rest my smiley face now and go and get a drink and see how the pictures look. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, this is me using the Lumix GH5, and I've asked Harriet to face the window so I can kind of contour her cheekbones and have the direct light pointing it kind of face onto like her nose, and then I'm shooting at her across the light to get the contrast. So what we're discussing now is how to pose to make it feel more realistic. So I've worked with Harriet a few times over the last, can't remember, 3 to 4 years maybe, and so she knows how I work, and we normally manage to make some nice images. As you can see, I've got an LED light behind her to give kind of a warmer light with a CTO orange gel on. The batteries just died, so that's one downside to using battery powered lights. Harriet seems happy with the pictures, so it's always good for me if the model likes what I'm doing, then I'm happy. do, because that's dead. I'll bring the orange one.
Right, because the battery has died, what I've done, I've grabbed a studio light, and it's just already in a strip box, and I've put some orange gel between the front of the diffusion panel and the honeycomb grid on the softbox on the right hand side of the picture, and that helps hold in the gel, and also it gives the orange glow that I was already creating with the LED lights. This is me testing the Lumix GH5 for video use. That was a quick clip of me videoing with the camera that I was holding, rather than the fixed camera which is recording all this footage, which is a Nikon D800 with a
slightly higher,
Samyang 24 1.4 lens, also known as a Rokinon. Right, what I did there, I asked Harriet to grab a mirror out of her bag. I just said, "Dude, do you have a mirror?" And then I'm using that to help create the picture that was in my head. And then what I thought I'd do is I'd try and shoot into the mirror over her shoulder. So I'm directing Harriet so that I can see her through the mirror. I don't think I actually ended up using these shots as my favourites, but it's good to try lots of different things.
Oh bugger, I closed my eye.
No, there's another one.
Whenever I'm doing photos, I always show the model what I'm doing, so they have some kind of reassurance and confidence that we're getting some nice pictures. And then, generally speaking, once they know that they look good in the pictures, they will kind of come to life even more, and so the photos generally get better as the shoot progresses. It just gets better and better for most models, regardless of whether they're new first-time people or experienced models but new to me. The photos will always get better. The lens I'm using at the moment is the Voigtlander 35mm f1.2 like M-mount lens
And this time have it,
on the Lumix GH5 via a Leica to Micro Four Thirds adapter. Being a 1.2 lens, it gives a nice shallow depth of field. But the Lumix GH5 has a 2x crop, so the 35mm is equivalent to 70mm. That's why I'm out of frame taking these pictures, because the 70mm has got a long lens compared to the 50s this I'm using normally. I set the lights up as I did in this shot because I wanted a mixture of cooler blue light from the outside and then the orange warm light for it inside, to kind of give mixed coloured lighting. I was shooting all these photos in colour, even though I normally tend to preference black and white. Being a new camera, I thought I'd try it in colour first. All we're doing now is fine tuning the photos we've already done. I'll keep working an image until I'm happy. That was a quick shot of the image, the final image which I put on social media. You may have spotted it on Flickr or Instagram.
Love it.
Harriet seemed happy with whatever I'd done, so that's good. If the model's happy, I'm happy.
The angle's fine. I was just looking
And then one good thing from showing the model what you're doing as a photographer is they may see things that you don't see. So I may be looking at the lighting and she may be looking that she has a hair out of place on the back of her head. That's me trying to show you the difference between the Leica CL photo and the Lumix GH5 photo. But the Nikon lens was not an autofocus lens, so not particularly helpful. So in all these photos that's been happening so far, I've been juggling between the Leica CL camera and the Lumix GH5. You've probably noticed the camera swapping if you look carefully. Well, I've been talking about other things happening in the image.
That's my best slow walking backwards I could do. I was like,
In the final edit, as you just saw there, I did a warmer.
It's
Did-
true
what is
behind
it,
the
Harry?
scenes. That's
I
what
did
it
a
is.
warmer preset, which is why the final images look warmer than you see on the video.
you got anything else which will suit it?
This is an important part of every photo shoot. Lots of cups of tea. Keep the
Yeah,
models
warm.
well watered and well fed,
Outdoorsy stuff.
and caffeine when necessary, and then normally that keeps them going for a bit longer. I can normally sense by now that when the model is starting to fade, so I try to be aware of how they're acting, and if they need to stop for a break, we stop for a break. If they need food and need caffeine, then we do this as well. It's good to be aware of
Oh, I like it.
how the model's feeling.
What I'll probably do is pull that bit of hair in. I think you've already done
Otherwise the pictures will just deteriorate if they're not feeling the image, or they're fed up, or they're tired. You better just cut a shoot shorter rather than keep going with a tired model. Okay, in my hands I've got the Leica on the left hand, Lumix on the right hand.
correct answer.
I asked Harriet which picture she preferred, and she preferred the Leica CL picture. Okay, now I'm using the same lighting, but I've turned Harriet into the room, so now you've got the cooler light from the outside, the more blue colour, and you've got the warm light from the strip softbox in front of her with the warm colour. I'm just fine tuning her hair because I saw something out of place.
Yeah, just reuse that one.
I find hair is quite a big part of portraits for me, so I get quite hands-on in terms of trying to make better hairstyles to get the images that I want. This is Lumix GH5 video footage. If you've got a keen eye, you'll notice that the daylight through the windows, not just daylight. I'm boosting daylight with a LED light panel set to the color daylight to color balance to make it look like daylight. It's the UK winter now while I'm videoing this, and so there's very limited daylight outside, so I'm using the LED light panel to boost existing daylight. Now you can see the light slightly more. I've moved it closer to increase the intensity onto Harriet's face, and now I'm cleaning the window as I noticed the window was a bit mucky. The reason I'm doing this, you'll see in a second, is because I'm going to shoot through the glass. Harriet's sorting her hair out while I do my thing. She does her thing. So we've got a good team. There's a mirror just in front of Harriet, so she's sorting herself out. That's a quick clip of how it looks from the outside looking in. The light was too much in the frame, so what I've done is I've moved the light inside the room slightly back so it's not so obvious in the picture. I'm now posing Harriet together how I'd like to see her when I'm looking through the glass, because I have to be the model's mirror, so what I see I have to kind of tell them, so hopefully they look their best. There's the final image of me shooting through the window, or the image that I ended up using for social media. There's quite a lot of variations. I'm just trying different angles. When you shoot through glass you'll get reflections, so you need to move around to find where there's no kind of distracting reflection going across the model's face, if I can say that. I'm switching between both cameras, as you can see. The Leica CL was supposed to be the main camera, and the Lumix GH5 was more of a testing to see how the images would look. As it happened, the Lumix GH5 did an excellent job.
I'm going to try and start pretending like it's a picture, and then I'll walk in and show you.
Again, this is me directing Harriet. I'm going to try a short video clip, just kind of playing around with the new Lumix GH5, which can now shoot video. I was just interested to see how it looked. I find the Lumix GH5 slower to use than a Leica. There's a lot of faffing around in terms of zooming in to find focus. That's why I keep looking at the LCD. With the Leica CL, you just pick it up and 2 seconds and you're done. Right, this is how it looked from the Lumix GH5 videoing Harriet. I'm too busy laughing. I told Harriet before she came that it would be mostly half body portrait, so it's good to have a model comfortable. So you can see she's got some comfy jogging bottoms on, the grey white pants bottom half. That's not a style choice, that's just because I told her that she didn't need to worry about the bottom. Equally, don't let the model stand around in super high heels that are breaking their feet if you're only going to photograph their face. Be kind enough to say, if you're not in the image, you can take your shoes off and put some comfortable flat shoes on or slippers if you want your home comforts. Okay, so what I've done now is I'm using another light panel, and I've got a light panel inside, light panel outside, and the softbox just top right hand corner. By using more light, so I can kind of wrap light around the face to kind of get the light and the shadows, which I was kind of trying to achieve. I'm currently using the Lumix GH5 again, and I've still got the Voigtlander 35mm lens on. The lens on the Leica CL, which is the camera around my waist, is the Simlux 50mm f1.4. Just fine tuning and Harriet directing. The reason I'm telling her to put her elbow down a bit is because the light's coming through, and if the hand's between the light source and her face, it will create a shadow across her face. You may want this, you may not, but that's what I was doing. Harriet is another model where she'll hold a pose as long as you kind of ask her to, which is good if you're testing cameras, or for me when I'm shooting film. It's less important for digital, but it always helps.
What to do with it from there?
I'm just explaining why I took the image and seeing if she likes it or not. If you look very carefully, one of the cameras I'm using in some of these pictures is the Leica M6, which is a 35mm analog film Leica camera. I was using it more at the start when there's slightly more daylight, and then I was jiggling that between the two digital cameras. Usually during a photo shoot I'd shoot a lot more film, but because it was a new digital camera I was happy to kind of test, and that kept me interested. Again, fine tuning a similar pose. I think I'm directing, oh yes, I directed some small movement, and I was going to do a slight short video clip. This is Lumix GH5 video footage. Just playing around. Okay, I've got another light set up now. So in the background I've got a hot light or a tungsten light. An example of this is, say, an ARRI light. I used to have an ARRI 650 watt, and then I sold it, and then regretted I'd sold it, so then I bought a kind of eBay copy of a 650 watt ARRI light. On the left hand side you just saw me put an additional CTO gel strip in front of that small LED light panel. The reason I'm using the hot light behind Harriet is I wanted to create some lens flare, by shooting straight at the equivalent of like shooting straight at the sun. I'm shooting straight at the light source. Excuse the very overexposed video clip.
Try to do an arty start.
You can see the light flaring on my left shoulder. So it's nice to kind of test different lenses and see which lenses flare with what light source. Sometimes you want lots of flare and you can use it to your creative advantage. Sometimes lenses will flare so much that it's kind of destructive to the final image. I would say older lenses especially flare very easily and often too much in like a bright light source situation such as this. Modern lenses tend to be more flare resistant because of the lens coating. See me now using the lens flare on the bottom left hand corner. Just a kind of a seeing what it will do, and then it's good to know for future if I wanted to try to do some arty shots. That was me doing wouldn't recommend hugging all your models, but we've been friends for a long time, so it's all quite relaxed. That was a Nikon D800 videoing Harriet. I set the exposure on the back of the D800, which meant as I moved forward it was blowing out Harriet's face because she was brighter with the softbox on her left. Multi breaks. Harriet likes tea. Moving the lights around again. I think I've brought one of the lights from the outside of the window inside now, making it closer to get more of an effect. So yeah, I've got two small lights there on Harriet's left to create the effect of one larger light. You can kind of wrap a light around the face more if you have multiple small lights or one large light. And then I'm turning Harriet's face until I can see the light hitting the kind of her profile to get the effect I'm looking for. Again, it's half body, so I'm not getting the jogging bottoms in the picture. If you look carefully on the windowsill, there's more lenses which I was using intermittently. The taller lens is one of the largest Leica lenses I own, the Summicron 90mm f2, and the fat, shorter lens is the Leica Noctilux 50mm f1.0. So again, fine tuning the pose. Oh, that was a short video clip, again with the Lumix GH5 shooting into the light. The colours are way off, but I haven't got as far as colour grading yet with my editing skills. I've only just learnt out how to centralise my titles on the text pages. But I'm enjoying the learning curve. Okay, so again, showing the model what I'm doing. If they're happy, you'll get better results. Right, I've flipped the model again to get another different look, so now I'm using quite orange light behind her from the gel CTO orange gel on the strip softbox, which is a studio light with just the modelling light, so I'm not using it as a flash. This is fine if you're using fast lenses because you can get away with lower amounts of light.
Good.
I'm moving the lights close to her to get a more output from a smaller light. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I gave Harriet the Leica CL, so that's the CL with the Noctilux lens on. And then I was trying to explain to her how to focus and to try and focus on me. And then I'm videoing her on the Lumix GH5. So it's kind of a bit of a shootout. She could see how the cameras worked, and I got to play with the Lumix GH5 to try and get some kind of fun footage. And just to, again, for my benefit, it's kind of always testing. So that picture insert is Harriet taking a photo of me videoing her. Again, she's still got the Leica CL. You can see the red dot on the camera. I was trying to track her with manual focus on the Lumix GH5. Excuse the clip jumping there.
Right, so I'll let you video me now.
Oh, blimey.
Okay, so now we're swapping cameras. So I've given Harriet the Lumix GH5 and I'm taking the Leica CL camera. So I'm going to now take pictures and she's going to now do video.
You'll swap.
I've moved so that I've got the light behind me so that she's videoing into the light source. I think that will create a nicer look. Right, I just put the Voigtlander Stage 5 1.2 on the Leica CL.
So, yeah.
I'm trying to explain to Harriet what to do.
First, and then twist to get in focus. And then you can use the focus here if it's easier, or here.
So I'm saying focus on my eye that she can see
You can do
in
it.
some of the images.
Do you want to stand back?
You can see she's videoing with the back of the blurred out Lumix GH5.
Try to move so you see that light behind me coming into.
This is her now videoing me. So this is footage from the Lumix of me taking pictures of Harriet. As you can see, because I asked her to shoot into the light, you're getting a nice lens flare. That was a photo of me photographing Harriet. It's worth noting that each camera lens will flare differently, so it's worth trying different lenses to see if you like the lens flare look, to see which lenses give the look that you kind of desire.
Because I'm not trying to find the button.
Picture look quite cool.
Oh, that's lovely.
Again, comparing pictures, and we're just wrapping this up now.
Walking
A
forward
nice
to get
warm
the light
colour.
on
I like it.
you. Look a pro.
Final quick behind the scenes clip, me using the Lumix. Again, colours are way off, but a bit of fun. Okay, Leica CL, images from the shoot. Lumix GH5, photos from the shoot. Kept stopping because there's lots of video clips. So it's going backwards, so this is closer to the start.